Welcome back to Talking With. I am Talks Too Much because I can't really see too much. We are here at the LA School of Comedy. We are powered by the LA School of Comedy. This is a creative space for headshots, podcasting. We have an open mic every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sign up is 6 o'clock. Don't quote me on that. Maybe 7 o'clock. I'm not sure. Jason, what time's the podcast? Sorry. The open mic? What time's the open mic? 7 o'clock. Sign up at 6:30. Come down. If you want to record your set, maybe you want to send it to a club or something. They do amazing work. They have an amazing editor. Say hi, Jason. There you go. In the booth, we have Puro Pinchi Kenny because he is Knuff. My guest today, I met him probably maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, possibly as right now. We were doing a compliment battle, which was funny and also kind of sweet.
Yeah.
In a very nice way. Over at the West Side Theater. Shout out West Side Theater. My guest, Brian Bogart. Woo!
What up, studio? What's up, world? How we doing? This is a dream of mine. In the 2 weeks I've known you, I was like, I want to be on a podcast with Talks. You asked me, and I'm like, oh my God, pinch me.
Hold on. Did I ask you first, or did you think of it, and then afterwards it happened?
I didn't know that this was ever possible until, this was not a dream of mine. But it became one. The moment you said, let's do a podcast, I'm like, this is a dream I didn't know I had.
Oh, okay.
And now I'm living it, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
LA, dreams come
Put it
true
out
here.
there. Manifest.
Manifest. We met in Santa Monica where manifesting was invented, I think.
Oh, bro?
Yeah, totally. Those crowds are very withholding, by the way, the Santa Monica crowds.
They are. It feels like you got to win them over.
I mean, that's every crowd, but they're also like, you can't have my laugh, because they don't want to be seen by their peers laughing at certain things.
Right.
Is kind of how I clock the Santa Monica crowds.
Yeah.
But this is just me taking out my own baggage on the whites.
No, yeah, I definitely bring my own baggage, and it's just like, oof, I only got 2 hands.
Got
Put it in a backpack, bring it over.
2 duffels in each hand, a fucking Sherpa bag.
Dude, I got a pickup truck that I can't drive, but I'm just like, that's a lot of baggage I could fit in there. But yeah, I'm not
happy to be here though, Talks. Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So we met on a compliment battle, which is a very weird, unique idea to do, and I've never heard of this thing before.
I don't know how to.
Was that your first time doing it as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I do a ton of roast battles at the Comedy Store. I know you've done a number of them, and they're like, it's like compliment battle. They're also like, oh, it's the vibe is sort of backhanded compliments.
Yes.
And so I'm like kind of making just these really subversive roasts. Like I'm still making roasts. So some of the compliments, like it seemed like most people there were just intent on like complimenting, like actual complimenting.
I did. That's what I was thinking.
And my compliments were like, oh, I love how, you're proof that you don't need Ozempic to make it in LA. And I was like, oh, wait, is that too roast and not enough compliment?
That just feels like the homegirl that's just like, I love that for you.
Backhand compliments. And I mean, that's a form of compliment.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I thought the vibe was. But apparently, I think mine was a little too on the nose.
I forgot how the joke was. It was at the end. You know how they lined us up at the end?
Right.
And I feel like the last one that they gave me was... I can't even think of their name. Who won?
Julia?
Yeah.
Yeah, Julia Stone. She's very funny.
Shout out to you.
Yeah,
very, very funny. And I think what she said was like something about like the way my pants were and like they don't fit because of the cuff. And I was like, I like that look. I was like, I purposely get them longer because of the cuff. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah. And look. Yeah, that genuine compliment.
I felt like it was, but that's the style that I go for. But yeah. Man, how long have you been doing comedy?
About 10 years.
Nice.
That's embarrassing. I'm not successful or famous.
They say like, hey, you're supposed to find your voice within like what 6 to 9 years.
Yeah, and I'm already past that limit. I'm already still finding my voice. I'm still trying to get my first laugh. I'm still trying to, I don't know.
All right.
Still trying to get booked on any show. But yeah, I've been doing it 10 years, coming up in Austin, Texas. And what was such a trip about that is that, I was doing comedy in the pre-Rogan era in Texas.
Okay.
What up? Welcome to the studio.
How's it going?
Wait, what's up, dude?
You know?
Yeah, we literally just, she was recording a mic. I
Oh,
was
do me a
paneling.
favor, lock the door, yeah? 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second.
I'll
Oh.
watch right now.
No,
you're
it's
good.
fine. How you know?
What you up to?
All right, leave that part in.
Actually,
Hi, Jason.
do you want to pick up where we were, or like I was talking about coming from Austin? I don't know, or if you just want to start. Don't listen
Fucking
to me.
hate this guy. No, so you grew up in Austin,
Born and raised.
born and raised,
Yeah.
right? And how long were you doing comedy out there?
About like 5 years before I moved to LA.
Okay.
I did my first open mic in like 2012. Yeah. And Maggie May, who's a comic here in LA, she's been on Conan, but she was my first open mic host.
Oh, nice.
Done shows with her a bunch in LA, so it's like doing shows with a person who, like, you know, you look at as a godmother of like your comedy journey in a way.
Yeah.
And yeah, back then Austin was like a Portland in Texas, where it was like a little bit over. I always felt like I was walking on eggshells, you know, overly PC.
Right.
And the irony of like the Rogan scene moving and flipping that on its ear. Like when he first moved, I had this like optimism, like, oh, maybe there's gonna be a more balanced perspective. It just went so far the opposite way, and now I'm like, dang, I never thought there was a comedy type that would make me miss the PC era. But fucking Kill Tony has proven that, like, I'd almost rather walk around eggshells.
Well, I
don't
feel like
know.
there's an overcorrection with everything. You know, whenever it goes too far one way or another, there's always like an overcorrection that's just like, oh god, like, all right, look, you went too, like, fuck, we went off the side.
I
of
think
the
we're
road.
finally getting sick of that shit. Like, we're finally hitting the breaking point with that. So I just hope that it doesn't, I don't know, nothing ever turns back exactly the way that it was. So whenever the PC types have their day back on top of the mountain, I'm just wondering what they're gonna do with it.
I'm
you know?
waiting
like
for
a-
a favorite mic that you want to go to, or like what's your most favorite mic to go to, or like, oh shit, like this place is slept on, or one that you don't want to say but is also like, I fucking hate going to this place. but
I'll
it's so
shout out one that I don't think is necessarily slept on, but it's one of my favorite places to go to. I was there last night, Lyric Hyperion, in Silver Lake. And I don't know, a lot of people will complain if they don't do it, like, oh, it's just such like a woke crowd. It's like a little too woke. And I'm like, that's not the problem. These people will laugh at stuff.
I
But
got something to say about Eric. Go ahead.
yeah, I don't know. It's just like, it's also a stage. It's got a spotlight. So I think your presence matters a lot. The more the spotlight is on you and the audience is kind of dark, I feel like the more your presence on stage kind of plays.
Yeah.
And there's like a separation between the audience. And then there are shows where you're more on their level. Like, you know, you're not a spotlight necessarily. Maybe the stage isn't as separated from the audience. And so it's like the difference between being a performer, which I think the Lyric really kind of encourages, and then being being like kind of a part of the crowd, being accessible to the crowd that, other mics, maybe your typical slotteds kind of encourage, you know? So what were you going to say? You had something to say about.
I was not. I misthought of. I was like, I always get Lyric Hyperion and the Elysian mixed up.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
was gonna talk about the Elysian. I was like, oh wait, that's not that one.
Somewhat similar vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still Silver Lake area. Okay, so basically, most of the Silver Lake mics out there.
Silver Lake, good theaters. Good theaters, good
great
mics.
theaters,
Good folks.
nice turnout.
Nice
They're
turnout.
really easy to make you uncomfortable.
They're easy to make you uncomfortable?
Yeah.
In what way?
I came up with this. I felt like it was a great joke when I went up there. Like, I love coming here because you guys easily make me uncomfortable. Like, I feel like all of you guys have both of your parents. You guys got support. Like, you know.
I
like,
hope
that
they
was-
laughed at that.
They did.
Okay, good.
Like, dude.
Because Silver Lake is a community of
Yeah.
people from loving families.
Yes.
It is. And it's that kind of, and you have to reconcile with, like, I'm in a loving middle class household and people need to hear what I have to say.
Yeah.
You know, I
had
I have a voice.
There was this girl that went up. She had like this, this giant fucking like blue hoodie, and was doing like a sort of like a Cookie Monster kind of
Oh, no.
artsy fucking
Wait,
bit.
was it Maddie?
I don't fucking
Was it
know.
Maddie Ogden? Okay,
have no
I've just
idea.
seen her do a lot
I
of
just
Cookie
know that
Monster
she was-
stuff.
Do you know? Have you heard this
So.
joke then?
She curly? She curly hair? My bad. That the one
just
question
know
I can't. Wow. Whew, God, we got some barriers to break through
She
here.
knows what she sounds like.
I know
Yeah.
what she sounds like.
And it's Cookie
she looked
Monster?
Like a
Did
blue
she sound like
blob when
Cookie
she went up there, and then I had to like wait a little bit to like figure it out and be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
That's hilarious.
You know.
Yeah.
And then like I got this face that just like, what? So like, they went up there and it was just like, me, like, cookie. Like it just kind of sounded like they were going for this whole thing. Like the Cookie Monster is an addict.
Yeah.
They have.
I'm fairly certain I know exactly who this is.
Okay, cool. So like, shout out to this person, and if you know them, please fucking tag them somewhere, wherever you fucking find this.
Maddie, tag incoming.
Yeah. I want to put them on the podcast just to talk about this shit. But
traumatized me.
it was so weird. It was so weird, and I didn't understand what the fuck was happening. Then they kept like, I guess like sprinting off stage and just making noises and then yelling about some kind of like, sorry, I had to make a phone call. And I'm like, what is this? I don't know. Maybe I'm not smart enough to get it. I'm sorry.
No, here's what you also see in Silver Lake is like a lot of devised sort of theater pieces. Like not, people looking to break the format of stand up. It's like they're like, how can I clown? How can I be like a performance artist, not just a stand up comic? And so you have a lot of people taking big swings.
Oh, that's cool.
And some of them hit. Some of them hit.
Yeah. It's a visual joke. I get it. It's fine. Like it's not my.
Yeah. Whenever someone like dresses on stage in like ridiculous outfits and is like doing a lot of crazy visual gags, I mean, how do you handle that when
I try not to, and then they always want to bring me in, and I'm just like, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Please don't do it.
Like
it's not gonna go good for you. Please don't.
Do they think they're having like the sensual moment where they grab your hand? They're like, feel my face, like feel my facial expressions.
Oh no, because I don't tell people about this.
Sure.
Especially like if they don't know, then I was like, I just don't, because then like it's one of my openers. You know?
Yeah.
Like my favorite. Like I've worked on like 3 or 4 different openers. Like when I go up there, and so far I locked down like one of my favorites. And yeah, I'm just like, oh God, none of you guys have seen me before. I don't want to ruin this fucking opener. And then it ruined it, and I was like, great. I was the one who was being harassed by Cookie Monster, by the way. And then
yeah, no, like the other day I was doing a mic, and I was like the 5th white guy in a row, right? And so like my opening joke was like, yeah, thank you. It was really brave of me for sure. And I went on stage and I was like, oh, exactly what everyone wants. Another white guy, ha ha ha. Then someone in the audience goes, well, good thing you're half Cuban. It was another comic, and I was like, okay, I was hoping to address that on my own terms, but thanks for blowing up my spot. Me being Cuban is like you being visually impaired. It's like people can't really tell just by looking at us.
Go in a different direction, all right?
No.
You being Mexican.
I was gonna say fat, and I was like, no one can see that. Stop.
No one can see it. They judge us for it when they find out. There's a lot of overlaps there.
Yeah.
My mom escaped communism to come to the U.S. and I can't think of another parallel for.
Well, bring her on the podcast next time.
I will. My mom did her first comedy set.
No way.
She came to watch me do.
Sick. She signed up.
Stand up. Her and my dad were visiting L.A. This is a real Silver Lake story because it involves me having 2 parents. But we they came to watch. They came to watch me.
They love you.
What's
it like to have a support system at a fucking mic?
So good, but actually, it's a 2-sided sword because
he said I can get booked on Bringers.
I'm like, look, I got 2 guaranteed. I got 2 guaranteed. I don't know, and even then, sometimes my mom's iffy. She's like, I'm staying in tonight. But they were coming out, and everyone who meets my mom falls in love with her, and so by the end of the mic, everyone's like, please do some time, and I was like. My mom almost became a nun, so I was like, Mom, tell the story about how you almost became a nun. And then she's, when immigrating through Cuba, they had to live in Mexico for a year. They lived in a convent, and she's like, God was going to provide for us, so I almost became a nun. And then I was like, how far from a nun are you now? And she goes, oh my God. And
I said something really bad.
No, it's a fun way to find out your mom's a slut, What? I didn't.
Have you ever?
Sure, her words, kind of.
Hopefully more than her mom.
Nah, I ain't Alicia Bogart ain't no slut, man.
Have you ever seen Mi Familia, the movie?
No.
No? So in that movie, there's a character. It's one of the sisters in the family. She becomes a nun, and then she comes home after like X amount of years from doing her order, or whatever you want to call it.
Her tour of Jesus.
Her tour of Jesus.
And she has to tell her family like, oh, I'm no longer a nun. And they're like, oh, so what happened? She's like, oh, well, I fell in love. I'm like, well, where'd you meet this guy? He's like, he left his order too. And they're like, how was he a nun? Oh, he was a
Seeing that.
priest.
Yeah.
So like a nun and a priest.
Well, nuns are like supposed to be married to Jesus or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that kind of how they frame it, where they're like, he's the only man I need in my life?
Oh, actually, the actress that plays
but
the
then they get-
sister
Yeah.
is the lady that played George Lopez's wife in the George Lopez show.
Oh yeah. I know her.
Yeah.
I know her. Yeah, it's like the idea of being married to Jesus is good, but then you feel like a real dick. Then you feel like an actual penis, like physically and not just spiritually, and then you will change your whole life for that, for the real thing.
For the real thing.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been a nun personally.
Have you ever tried?
No.
No.
No, I did. I went to church camp and whatnot growing up.
Ooh.
I think that's just a byproduct of being from Texas. My dad was not into it. He was like a New York agnostic intellectual type, and
See, people mention that, like, church type or like things like that, and then
Yeah.
one of my co-hosts always says, like, we all know this rhyme or this phrase. We've all been to the Boy Scouts. I was like, what's this fucking we?
Yeah, I
I've
know.
never, like the most I ever got was like in elementary school. Like there was a pamphlet and be like, these are all the cool things you can do. I'm like, that must be nice to like be able to say, hey, you think we can do this? Like when you go home,
Yeah.
and like mention it to your parents.
I think the only thing I know how to do in a group is the Pledge of Allegiance. I think that's the only like group activity. The only time they're like, ready guys? That's the only time I'm like ready to go.
No.
Everything else, like any other ritual, it just goes over my head, and I'm just trying to.
I kind of forgot about the Pledge of Allegiance. Not that I forgot about it. It's just more.
You
want
wanna
to
do it right
I
now?
haven't done it in a while.
Let's dust off the cobwebs. You ready, Talks?
I'm.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, camera left, and to the republic for which it stands, one
Oh,
nation,
that left.
under God. It doesn't matter. Indivisible.
It's
with
indivisible, not invisible.
Indivisible,
It's
yes.
indivisible.
With liberty and justice for all.
Which is a
Amen.
whole lot of fucking lies right now.
Whoa, we're getting fucking political.
I mean, dude, fuck. The whole fucking country's burning right now. We're all fucking lying to each other. I think it's all like a lot of shit. I really don't try to talk about any of this shit at all. Except
No,
for-
we've already had our Epstein 9/11
Dude,
stuff.
it's just fucking been pissing me off. Where it's just like there's so many things. It's like really nobody's fucking rioting. Nobody's this and like nobody's doing nothing, right?
I
I'm
guess
like,
we
what the
got
fuck am I-
another No Kings protest coming up, right?
Oh yeah, on a Saturday. Yeah.
That's a good day to go out for it, right?
Only when we have a fucking day off.
Well, that's kind of the idea. It's like we're slaves, and then we're like, our one day of freedom, let's go shake our fists at the master.
Yeah, my buddy was telling me like, dude, like fucking Europe and France, like they will shut down the whole country for like a week. No one's gonna go to work, no one's gonna do nothing, and then be like, nope, we're not doing shit because this is our country.
That's
This is
true,
like,
and I
fuck, dude.
respect them for it. But then after those, I'm like, what changed? I'm not saying protest
I
isn't
don't know.
important.
It's not my country.
Yeah.
I don't fucking like pay attention. I barely pay attention to ours.
Yeah. France, I know, is revolutions in their DNA. I mean, famously, and when shit happen, I mean, they strike every other week. Famously, they go on strike.
Damn, you do pay attention.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. My ex-wife was from Turkey, and then when
You got an ex-wife?
yeah, I got a dark past,
Oof.
and not because I was
Wait,
married. I just
She's
have
from Turkey?
She's from Turkey, yeah.
No. It's a dark past because she's from Turkey.
Oh, no. No, I think just like when you and a loved one or people are like forced to acknowledge what's happening in the world because it's affecting your life, and so just through being with her, living with her, dating, married, all this stuff and the immigration stuff, Shut up, you became, I'm just like, man, I'm just a dude from Austin, Texas, whose like decisions being made in fucking the Middle East and China and other countries are affecting my day-to-day life. That means the shit is for real and it's scary and it's kind of shit that will make your skin crawl.
Oh, yeah.
So there's no real joke there, but that's why that's when you couldn't put the genie back in the bottle. When I like heard the shit I learned the stuff that I learned, I'm like, fuck, I can't not pay attention anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what it feels like. It feels like no one's paying attention or like, I don't know.
That's what makes it especially terrifying for those
Yeah.
who do pay attention.
Yeah. Because like you're just like, oh yeah, the fucking theorist or the, like the guy with the tinfoil hat and it's just like, Maybe we should get some tinfoil.
Well, I'll shut out the part of my brain where I'm like stressing about it on a day-to-day basis. And so, you know, if you assume the worst, anything that happens that's not the worst is like a nice little surprise. You
I
know?
had to wake up today.
Because I read breaking news, bad shit, breaking news, bad shit, breaking news, bad shit, breaking news, breaking news, like something kind of not terrible. I'm like, what a win.
You know the guy that was, I forget his fucking name. He was on The Office.
Mhm.
He played Jim Hopper.
Yeah, yeah.
The-
John Krasinski.
Yeah, John Krasinski. He had a YouTube like career run for a minute, and it was called Good News.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was very fucking wholesome.
Really?
These are all the good things that actually happened today.
Dang, it's...
These are the good things that happened today, and it was just like, it was a nice little like segment to be like, hey, there is. Some
When
good
was
things
this?
out the
When
world.
was this? I'm curious.
During COVID.
Oh, yeah,
During
that's
COVID.
when people were craving it.
Yeah.
Then we found out Rage was a lot more profitable.
Sourdough bread.
Yeah.
So good.
There was 5 minutes where we were trying to look at the bright side of things in COVID, and then it got ugly really fast.
My ex always blamed me and was saying like, oh yeah, we're all gonna get COVID. Like my family's gonna get COVID because you're doing this, you're doing that, and I was just like, I'm just trying to fucking work. Like I was doing AC at the time, and
AC?
yeah,
Oh,
air conditioning,
yeah.
heating and air conditioning.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
HVAC.
It was considered essential,
Oh,
or
yeah.
at least I kept telling everybody that.
You're like, no one told me it was.
It was summertime, dude. Like, and then nobody was able to go out. Not only that, but I mean, we were able to like kill a lot of bacteria and like dormant fucking products inside like the air ducts and stuff.
HVAC's essential.
Yeah, I was able
I'll
to,
die on that hill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
I'll die on that hill.
Yeah, man. I was able to put some fucking new tires on my truck.
HVAC, DoorDash delivery. What else? What else is essential?
DoorDash, nurses.
Nurses, yeah, they were big. Although now it's not a professional degree anymore.
Oh, I
apparently.
know. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
I don't know.
So
I'm
weird.
getting my MBA. That was like not considered a professional degree anymore. So I know. What the heck, indeed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is anything real anymore?
Dude, I question my reality all the time. I could still see it in my dreams. Like, I don't know if like this one's the nightmare or that one.
What's that like?
Insane.
Seeing in your dreams and then
Yeah.
waking up and
It's pretty fucking scary sometimes, dude.
really?
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
it's scary. One time,
I know what you mean. I had a dream. I got my girlfriend pregnant the other day, and that scared the shit out of me.
So I was at the
So
doctor
it's like the
yesterday.
same thing.
And,
Ah, fuck.
yeah, and I had to convince a few of them that I wasn't suicidal
Oh yeah.
because I was trying to run a bit by them. Maybe you shouldn't do that, you know, because they take their jobs serious.
They're not trained to like listen to stuff with a layer of irony in
Yeah.
it. Yeah, they're trained to take things pretty fucking literally
Yeah.
in the medical profession.
Yeah, it was fun. I was
Yeah.
trying to convince a few of them that like it's not real.
Oh
This
yeah.
is a bit. I do comedy. You can look me up. I was trying to tell them my name was Talks Too Much, and they're like, "No, I have your chart right here." I was just like, "That's my slave name." No.
Cassius Clay is my slave name. I'm Muhammad Ali. It's like that's talks to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I tried to convince them to go to. I was just like, I'm trying to get these guys to come to a bringer.
I would love it if you're like, no, guys, seriously, I'm a comedian. Look me up. They're like 1,000 followers. Okay.
Thank you.
I was hoping people would find that more funny. but-
Recently, my buddy was just like, "Dude, you have to have more followers than you follow." And I was like, "I like this car account."
I think that's very wholesome. I respect any comedian or anyone whose job it is to kind of accrue a following. Anyone who's not precious with their following, I respect.
Do you have any idea how long it took me to get just up to 1,000? Like I was bouncing around 300. Like I got nice tits, but I'm not showing off. You know what I mean?
No, anytime I see someone with any impairment, right?
And I'm not gonna show off my fucking toes.
I'm like,
Oh shit, you got sandals.
I know, and I was gonna ask how visible they are on camera.
No,
Are
Timmy.
people?
It's all for free.
Okay, great.
So you're yeah.
Fucking
your
runners.
career's-
Oh man, I can't charge. I mean, I don't know. You gotta pay extra for me to get the sandals off. But I really threw myself together last minute. I did not know how recorded I was gonna be. So I just I let the dogs
How
out.
recorded you were gonna be?
I didn't know if it was gonna get a full body thing. I don't know if there's gonna be a video component to this.
So you don't follow me, is what you're saying?
I follow you spiritually. I follow you from the heart. No, I follow you. I guess I haven't seen any new clips come out lately. How do I talk my way out of this?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Dude, we're all fucking busy with our own goddamn lives, and it feels like I don't know. We're always trying to spread ourselves thin, do so many things, and just to like get out there, or, like build a name for yourself or a brand or whatever it is.
And I know most of my friends who follow me and like my stuff are not watching my video. I know they see that I post a fucking video. They're like, "Oh, it's Brian. Comment so funny," and I'm like, that was me talking about how my cousin died. You know. And then it's like, oh my God, let's collab. Send me this post, and you know.
Collab on your someone's death. All right.
Yeah, you know how it goes down.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
So time out real quick. We're coming up on 38 minutes. 38 minutes is where we're coming up at. 39 coming up. Let's continue from where we're at.
Okay.
So death. What's your opinion on bringing up death like on stage?
Better be funny. If you bring up death on stage, you better have a joke.
Death or like self-eject.
Wow.
Okay.
Because you can talk about death no matter what.
Yeah.
Right, but it's like if you're talking about, you know.
Like you said, it's gotta be funny. Like there's some of them that I'm like, you never really suffered.
Yeah.
No, I hate like manufactured trauma is the death of comedy. I mean, like, there's nothing worse than like a rich kid pretending to be poor.
Yeah.
And I kind of, not like suffered, but I think what took me a long time in my voice is I'm so fucking boring. I'm an only child from a middle class family. Like what, reconciling, like I said earlier, like people need to hear what I have to say. So I was like, what's special about me? And like coming up where I came up, where in the 2010s too, where like the comedy brand was like, I'm an alt guy in glasses, making jokes about Arcade Fire and 90s cartoons, and I also have to pretend like I have no money. And so I was like, is that what I have to be? Do I have to be that? And like, what's my competitive advantage? And then, I don't know, I just found out, for me personally, it was just like talking about stuff or willing to go to places that are really uncomfortable for me personally.
Yeah.
That like make fun of myself and like just being okay with people letting me see that way. Like you can't, and just feeling like, okay, I don't want to be cool when I'm up there. I don't want people to think that I'm cool when I'm up there. And I need to be okay looking like a jackass. And so that was like my big turning point where I'm like, what's interesting about me is that like I'm going to be comfortable looking like a fucking idiot.
Well, you have to be.
Yeah.
I think like, yeah, you are vulnerable up there. You have to be very uncomfortable. Going to the uncomfortable, you know? I know it took me a while to like get to where I'm at right now. I used to, I don't know, right now, right before going on stage, I have to like separate myself and just like get in a better headspace. And it's very much so like, other people have described it to me as like anxiety. I call it like, I hate myself. And it's just, I don't know.
Anxiety is a white man's word for it,
Yeah,
you know? Yeah.
But it's a place where I have to get mentally, and it's just like, I know that I can do really, really well.
Yeah.
You know, like I've done some of my best work when I'm in this state, and I'm like, oh God, when I've pieced certain jokes together, and I was like, oh damn, I didn't know that this one that I wrote like, X amount of years ago, would fit into this place, and it just flowed beautifully.
I think that's a competitive advantage to doing comedy for a long time, is that you have more jokes than you realize.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff you did in your past that's worth digging up again.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. I always like, I wish I would have recorded everything that I did from day one, just audio wise, just so that I could revisit and be like, oh, that was horrible.
Even just the
it
audio.
Could fit this here, and then just see where it goes from.
I guess every like piece of comedy you do for you is like audio, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find like
Sorry,
a better
that was
digital
that was a
recorder.
bad
It's not. It's fine. I wish I had like a separate, like a simple digital recorder.
Oh yeah.
Just so that I could always like I had one, but it was like too many fucking buttons and all kinds of different menus, and I'm just like,
one of those recorders that you see from like journalist movies where they like just hold this little thing. And
yeah,
like,
just click.
Senator,
record, stop.
did you kill that girl?
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because we know that's. And then the senator's like, yes,
Exactly. Every single time.
We all know that. Yeah, they're always copping to their crimes. It's whenever journalists ask questions
when they get
like
put on the
that.
spot,
Yeah.
Don't get what is it called? Not coerced.
whenever they get blank.
Words to make the sentence make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. That words are things.
Can we
Um,
edit that word in?
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Just put the fucking word in there.
I was just thought you stick your hand out, but that's perfect.
Where did we get this plant?
This plant was provided to us by the LA School of Comedy.
Oh, lovely.
It was painted white.
I noticed that. I was wondering why it was painted. I wasn't gonna ask that,
It's
but
painted?
Yeah.
It's painted white.
it looks like the stuff that you're painting outside there,
Oh shit! No,
like on the plant.
that was paint remover. What I was doing.
Okay.
We're trying to put up a new sign out there.
Nice. Do you ever feel like, your friend was like, oh, you got to have more followers than you're following? What are you doing? Do you care about social media following? Do you put effort to it? What's your strategy when it comes to that? Are you like,
I feel like that's a better question for Yuna because she's been fucking killing it out there.
Been doing all right.
See,
we'll
very
get to
modest
Yuna
Yuna.
later.
Later. Modest.
Yeah.
Very
I-
lucky.
Huh?
I've been very lucky lately.
Really? I don't know, dude. I think you've been putting in the fucking hard work.
You've been putting in the work, boo. Like, you've
Yeah.
been putting in work and, like, more... You've been putting in more work than a lot of people.
And then
that-
earlier on, that I feel like some of us have.
This is great for my ego.
Yeah, guys, this is like a little too much positive attention on Yuna, and I'm the fucking guest. So can we talk about what I'm doing well right now? Because
Well, you got 10 years in, so what the fuck?
exactly,
What
this is the frustrating part.
Okay, so what do you try to fucking take serious?
Just like
Have
being
you been putting
funny.
any material out there?
No.
Have you been clipping your shit?
Yeah,
Not your toenails?
I've been doing. I've been.
Show us.
Okay, look. I know. Funny joke. My toenails look fine.
I don't
Okay.
know that.
Yeah, I know. That's why you can make the joke. That's why I'm willing to let it slide. They're fine.
You want to get a manicure later?
Paint 'em black.
Why not? But
Okay.
my nails look fine too.
We have an appointment on Friday. There's going to be 3 of us if you want to go.
You know what though? I did do my first comedy show in Spanish. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
so dope.
yeah, but like you don't do that because your career's going well. You do that because no one's buying your bullshit in English. I'm like here to be a novelty act for the global South at this point.
All right, I think you're looking at it in the wrong way. It's just more so like you got to grow
It's
as
you
a
need
comic.
to use that different part of your brain.
Yeah.
For
Wanna
sure.
do
And it's also a
everything.
different style. Like people that only or mainly speak English kind of don't really get, or more so like I've heard them, they're like, oh yeah, it's like kind of hack. Like when you fucking say this, is like, dude, it's just a whole another type of funny that you're not really aware of.
Hack like doing the Spanglish thing, you mean? Or like what's the hack part?
No,
Or
no, like
yeah.
the jokes.
Oh,
the
yeah.
jokes that they do in Spanish. So like, okay,
Oh yeah.
So,
No,
like,
I hear you. Because stand up is a newer art form to the rest of the world, but the rest of the world is like stand up's becoming a lot popular globally.
right. But I mean, people have been doing stand up forever. Like in Spanish, there's like polo polo. Fuck.
But the formats
Other
are
people
kind
like
of.
polo polo.
You're sort of proving my point.
Yeah. Well, these are like old fucking heads. I'm thinking.
No, I
I'm
know,
trying to
but
think
like
of-
the U.S. had like 1,000 Jews doing stand up, and like the whole Latin world had polo polo. So it's like
you've heard of
there's some catching up to do, is all I'm saying. you
Right,
know?
but like it doesn't seem like they were doing a lot of the like audio visual stuff. It was just more so like I've heard of a lot of things in clubs and like from my family that's been in Mexico for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But there's what's that one guy? Not Felipe, fucking for look him up on Netflix or whatever.
Eugenio Derbez is a good one.
I love
Oh, yeah.
Eugenio Derbez, yeah.
He's got like a fucking like a Joker shirt, and he's got glasses and kind of like a fedora hat, I think.
Okay.
It's fucking horrible.
It sounds like a Latino comic for sure. Like I grew up watching Sábado Gigante, El Bla Bla.
Yes.
So yeah, Don Francisco, and I have friends doing comedy in Mandarin. Here's what I love about Spanish: romantic language. The translate, because people ask me like, "Oh, are the translations tough?" And I'm like first of all, not as much as people would think.
Yeah.
For like, there's a lot more overlap. Like one thing that blows my mind about Spanish is like, change, like to get your change in English is, change, like
Cambio.
yeah, and in Spanish it's cambio too, which like shouldn't make sense because it's like, to change something is the same as change like pennies and nickels and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So like, yeah, like there's a lot more direct translations than people realize, I think. And so it's the same in Spanish thing. So Yeah, and
Well, just when you have to access different parts of your brain when you're like translating certain things, a lot of them do line up, but then other times I feel like there's other words added into.
definitely,
Right?
and that's where I get to sort of lean into the fact that this is clearly like my second language. I'm a ginger, so not a lot of it is expected out of me. Always been the case in my family. Any fucking Spanish I knew was found money for them. They were thrilled that I could understand anything. So expectations were down to the ground for me, and it's the same in comedy. So when I step on stage, like, ¿quién es ese? You know, it was this fucking pelirrojo. Like any amount that I do is already like they're impressed, and I have a lot of friends who English second language, they crush. They have accents. Their English isn't perfect, but their stage presence good. Their jokes are good, and people are willing to meet them halfway. They're not being shitty about their grammar. So if the Latino audience can meet me halfway there, that's kind of what I went up confidently as I did, because I'm like, oh, if my friends, you know, ESL friends are crushing it without perfect grammar, I'm gonna be fine. You know, I'm gonna be fine.
Also, like the silliness of just like, I'm trying up here, guys. It's just like, yeah, we love you for trying.
Estoy intentado.
Estoy intentado. Like they're, I forgot her name, but she's awesome. I love whenever we do what's the Spanish shows by
By Marcos.
yeah, by Marcos. Cisabo?
Cisabo.
Yeah, Cisabo. Those are in Koreatown, and it's they're freaking awesome.
Not
man.
a towel.
Yeah, not a towel.
Okay,
It's over at Baja Grill, right?
Yeah, but they might have changed the venue.
I think they did that like maybe a one-off thing because the last one, whatever. But yeah, Marcos puts these shows together, and he works with Carlos Ortega.
I love Carlos.
Yeah,
Carlos
awesome.
is like, he's the, you know, what helped me do bilingual comedy in the first place was like they did that mic at Tao. Carlos is like one of the most welcoming people that I've like, you know, gotten to know out of like the real like Spanglish comedians in LA, because like there's not kind of that many.
Yeah, there's not that many.
And Carlos in a way was like almost a ringleader in like getting more Spanish mics and stuff happening. And yeah, I did like the fucking worst set of my life at my first Spanish. It was
no,
fun.
you get the bomb out of the way and you grow. You know, if you're not bombing, you're not growing.
It wasn't bad. It was a fine set, but like I could also tell they're laughing at like how hilariously broken. Like
yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, he's trying. Good for him. Like he likes tacos too.
Yeah, that's all it takes, baby.
Yeah.
Algo croquetas.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, we're gonna try to wrap it up, but where can the people find you?
Y'all can find me on the dang old Instagram. I'm at brian.bogart. I run a show called Banter where it's like a late night talk show. Comics come out. We interview them afterwards. It's a lot of fun. I'm getting my MBA at UCLA. Yeah, because, you know, when you're crushing in comedy, you go to business school.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing. So I feel like there's like and my cousin and I, we have a podcast called the Guantanamo Bays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, BAES. So find us on Spotify. We just dropped our first episode after a brief hiatus last week. So we're having a lot of fun, you know.
And if you want to find us, you can find us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, or look for us on every fucking wherever you get your podcasts, because my seeing eye dog is trying to put this up and it's very difficult. But yeah, I don't know where it's going up, but it's fucking going up somewhere.
Yeah, totally.
I'm doing the work by recording and all that.
Fuck yeah.
But we're figuring it out. Look up Talking With on Instagram, or you can follow my Instagram page at TOX_2 much. It talks too much because I can't really see too much. Thank you guys so much for being here. Give it up for Brian.
Give it up for Talks, everybody.
Woo.
And give it up for me.
Thank you.
Te quiero.